Verify commentary, is this what I think it is? Is this what I think it is? Is this ICO? I believe we are looking at, yes it is, holy shit. You know, we did a challenge, we're gonna get into this motherfucker in a second. Anyway, Verify commentary number 216, Legal Gaming seems to have broken the streak of weird shit that has happened in the past 3 fucking videos. Oh man, we've had a streak of just weird shit going on. We had Sugar sent in a video that wasn't a video game and shit like that. Matter of fact, Sugar is actually Hitfire commentary number 217 coming up. We're going to talk about what happened to him in the last video. We're going to give a full explanation of that motherfucker. Then after that, we had A7 who sent in a video well over the time limit. And then Blackman Gaming, he sent in the shortest Hitfire commentary I've ever done. Obviously, I didn't ban him for that. There's no reason to ban him for that. He followed the rules. He gave me one of the shortest videos possible, so it wasn't a bad thing. But anyway, one of the challenges that I rolled out, obviously I rolled out a whole bunch of challenges. I believe there were 5 in total. And the last one was to show me some video gameplay on a next-gen console. And this one was to show me, I believe it was either a video gameplay of a series that's either, I believe it was something that's over 10 years old, but that was re-released to PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or something like that. So it had to be a re-release game on one of the current services that we have up in this motherfucker. So obviously he came through with ICO. Oh man, I can't begin to tell you the hours I played this. Obviously, if anybody's played this series, in particular Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was one of the greatest games of all time. And then the fucking thing about that game was there was no gameplay. You just walked around endlessly on that motherfucker, and all you had to do was fight, what was it, like, was it 12 boss fights, or 16 bosses, or whatever, but anyway, you had to fight all the Colossi in the game, you had to defeat all the Colossi, you had to come through with, puzzles on how to defeat these motherfuckers. And I know what part you're up to, man, and oh god, he's at a part where there's not too much gameplay, and, oh man, this is gonna be some fun shit, because then we're gonna have to, like, you better kill something. Oh man, he's gonna be playing. This is gonna be about 10 minutes of like non-gameplay up in this motherfucker. And the funny thing is, Sugar just got banned over this bullshit, and now he's oh man. Well, he's doing some platforming, so we'll say that's the gameplay. You know, people must think that I'm just trying to ban people. I'm not trying to ban people. You gotta realize, I don't want to ban people. I don't want people to send in videos that forces me to say no. You can no longer send any videos. There's some gameplay. He broke some vases, so there we go. No, but you gotta realize, guys, I don't want to ban people. I want people to send in videos. Obviously, A7, he's one of the people that send in probably some of the most videos that I know exactly what he's supposed to do at this point. He's all fucked up. I don't know if you're just playing this shit for the first time. No, but the window, motherfucker. Yeah, there you go. Shit, I was like ready to scream at this asshole. No, but obviously, I don't feel like banning people. I don't want to ban people. I don't want to tell people, oh, you can't submit videos anymore. You know, Pineapple's a different story. Pineapple, he just all fucked up. And obviously, Pineapple's made his return up in this motherfucker. Goob broke the rules, so Goob obviously had to suffer the consequences for breaking the rules. Sugar just did all fucking kinds of shit. We're going to talk about that. And then A7 broke the rules. So I don't look to ban people. I want people to send in as many videos as possible. I want people to keep coming back and doing the challenges and shit like that. So the rules are made, obviously, so that people have to follow some kind of instruction. You can't just send me in weird bullshit. Just, oh, let me send in the craziest shit possible to stump him and he can't do a video. No. I don't mind weird games. It's got to be the content up in this motherfucker. And speaking of content, man, let me get back into this shit. You know, when this game came out, a lot of people bought this motherfucker. Was it PlayStation 2? I think it was PlayStation or PlayStation 2. I can't remember. But a lot of people bought this motherfucker, and they were like, what was the purpose of this game? And they played it for a while, and then they realized, oh, wow, this is pretty damn cool once they realized this shit, man. And I gotta tell you, this Team ICO, what are they called now? Team ICO? They still call Team ICO, whatever the fuck it is, you know? This is one of those Sony-owned studios where they have, you know, exclusive games just for PlayStation and shit like that. And one of the games that they announced back on PlayStation 3, I mean, it's going on, what, 6-7 years now, was the game called The Last Guardian that had a kid that looks like this motherfucker with horns growing out of his damn head, and he had this big bird, dog, eagle, whatever the fuck it was that was supposed to be the Last Guardian or whatever the hell. You know, it was like a cool-looking cinematic. But we haven't heard shit from it in years. It was supposed to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive, yet that never happened. And now we're coming up on PlayStation 4, and there's still no word about that game. So I have no fucking idea if it's just vaporware, if the development has stopped on this motherfucker. But it is absolutely awful that that game has been hyped to such grand levels, yet they haven't produced anything. They haven't done shit. And I will say this right now, man, you are bordering on some sugar level, like, non-gameplay. And I knew it from the start, man, because I know this fucking game, so I knew exactly what he was going to be doing. You could have skipped this shit. There's very little gameplay up until this portion of it, because a lot of it is to do with platforming and shit like that. And they tell, you know, fascinating stories, the Team ICO development group and shit like that. So obviously this is mostly, it's mostly like platforming and shit like that. So a lot of this game is climbing and running and moving around. So a lot of people are going to look at this shit and they say, oh, this is like similar. There's no gameplay. No, this is the gameplay to the game. It's sort of like, think of it like Uncharted. Uncharted, there's times where you have to constantly climb up shit and try and get around, you know, puzzles or whatever the fuck it is. So this is sort of like a puzzle game, in essence. Basically, you have to keep figuring out how do you advance forward. And you can see he's looking around trying to figure out how his path is going to be up on top of this castle, whatever the fuck it is. And he's got to figure out how to get to the chick in the cage. No, but unfortunately, this is just how this game works. This is it. This is the gameplay. And I played this shit as a kid, so I know exactly. No, not as a kid. I don't even know how long ago. But it's got to be 10 years ago. I said the video had to be at least 10 years old. I'm gonna guess 2001. This could be my guess. 2002, 2001, because I know it was right around. Yeah, it had to be right around that time. So there he goes. He lowered down the cage. Yay! Save the princess, save the castle, and all that other bullshit. But sorry, Mario, the princess is in another castle. Oh, you know, I would love to just rant about old school Mario up in this motherfucker. Obviously, people have sent me some crazy ass Mario games. They haven't actually sent me Mario, but whatever, man. I ain't even gonna worry about that bullshit, man. So, in any event, you know, when I used to play games, you know, I wasn't into the whole, you know, adventure games and shit like that. Back at this time, I was still playing a lot of sports games. And I've done videos about how much I used to play sports and Final Fantasy, RPGs and shit like that. And this was around the time when I was playing 4 sports games a year. You know, I'd buy football, baseball, basketball, hockey, try and do whole seasons with those motherfuckers. Yeah, this fucking having to climb all the way down these damn steps. You know, the developers of this fucking game, basically they just made this whole, yeah, he's trying to run as fast as he possibly can, but it's slow as shit in this fucking game, man. Everything in this game is just slow. I ain't gonna get into it. But anyway, you know, back at that time, I was playing a lot of the sports games and shit like that, so it was very rare for me to play an action game. So when this game came out, obviously, you know, it had to be something spectacular for me to play something other than, you know, Madden, football, baseball, and all that other bullshit. So he's trying to find it. You know, it's funny, man. I played this game, so I know exactly what he's supposed to do, and I'm not gonna sit here. It's like, you know, when you watch a movie and you know something's gonna go wrong, you like tell the good person, don't go in that room, the bad guy's in there, you know, shit like that. This is like one of those moments where it's like, no, don't do that. You're gonna have to do that, you know. So I could tell right off the bat that either he hasn't played this game ever in his life, or he played it so long that he doesn't remember it. Or obviously he's playing it for the first time, so he's kind of learning as he goes. I don't know if he's like reading like a guide. He's reading, oh man, I ain't even gonna. He's probably just wondering, he's like, how the fuck do I get over there? I know how to get over there. I ain't gonna tell you how to go over there. Hopefully you figure it out in the next whatever the fuck 2 minutes and shit like that. Because obviously I want to see something up in this motherfucker. I mean, I'll tell you right now, man, you picked one of the worst parts of this game to send in as your hipfire commentary. Now, granted, you had some gameplay. I will give you that. It is part of the gameplay because this is just one of those games that, you know, has minimal gameplay. There's just no way around this motherfucker. It doesn't have a lot of gameplay up in this bitch. This is the gameplay. It's literally just platforming up in this motherfucker. And I'll tell you now, I just wish this damn kid could run a little faster. Oh, I was about to say, if you stupid fuck, now you gotta go climb that damn ladder again. Yeah, you better hop your ass over there and climb up that fucking ladder a little quick, man. You gotta show me at least something. You gotta get to the princess in the cage. Get to the damn chick, man. Stop hopping around. That's how you fucking fell off the damn platform the last time. There you go. Now you got it. He was wandering around. He didn't know where the fuck he's supposed to. Oh, you better not fuck this jump up. There you go. Now we're gonna get the cinematic. Shit falls down, breaks open, and he gonna bust his ass. Yay! He saved the princess. Now Princess Peach gonna come out there and smack the shit out of him. So obviously, you know, people probably wondering, it's like, what was the appeal of this game? You have to understand, you had to have played this shit 10 years ago to understand the appeal. You know, and obviously the Japanese games, they used to have the market down on these storyline driven games. You know, that was back in the day. Nowadays, their storyline driven games are like that fucking cunt punt anime bullshit. Yeah, remember that bullshit? Oh, that cunt punt game's gonna live in infamy forever, man. But anyway, I see this video's coming to the end. Basically, he just wanted to free this little pasty white chick and shit like that. So anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next FI commentary video, which is gonna be Sugar, and then he's gonna get his ass torn into him and that motherfucker.